What's going on, guys? This is your boy Nigeria. So welcome back to another video. This will be my Miles Morales reaction and pretty much, not really my breakdown, but giving you my honest opinion about the game. The game is one of my probably favorite games I have ever played. The story is pretty good, the characters are amazing, and the world building is also good. And the web swinging is web swinging is one of the funniest web swinging I have played in a Spider-Man game, other than Spider-Man 2 back in the day, where it was on the Xbox and PlayStation 2. And that was one of my classic games that I used to play growing up. But after playing Spider-Man PS4, I really enjoyed that swinging, but I felt like something was missing. Then once Miles Morales came out, you can tell Miles more. He giving more finesse, like he giving more style, more to his Wilson because he's not used to it. He's still new, so every time he like zips to a point, he's wailing his hands because he's not used to like has Peter. Because if you see Peter's normally he's used to it because he's been doing it for a long time. But Miles, he's not used to it, so it's good that you get to see the difference between their Wilson and how they fight and how they take on different tasks. Now the world is basically the same as PS4, Spider-Man PS4. Only thing they did was add snow and make it like a Christmas. Christmas always been a great setting, especially for a game. Favorite Christmas game has to be Batman Arkham Origins. That's one of my favorite games I have ever played. But the characters were good. Miles went from not really knowing how to fight to really stepping up and being his own man, making his own choices. His mom was cool. His best friend was also cool. Finn was okay. She was okay. Kind of wish we could have had more time to spend with her, and I also wish the story was a little bit longer because I feel like the story should have been. I feel like we should have got some DLC because these DLC would have made the game a lot longer. Because I was able to beat the game in at least in one day. One day. Cause I remember I started early that morning, and I was able to do it in one day because it was only 8 hours long. But with the side missions and stuff, at least 10 hours, about 10 hours. But other than that, the game was amazing. Like I really enjoyed it. One of my favorite games. And if you have not checked it out, man, it's very good. Suits are cool. His Venom powers are lit. Little bit OP, but that's okay because some of Spider-Man PS4 gadgets were OP, like the Whale Blossom or the Spider Bro. Those were really OP. The gadgets you don't really use like that because since Miles got the Venom Blast and everything, he really don't need gadgets, so that was also cool. But also the fun mode. One of my side missions are one of my favorite things. I really don't use photo mode. That's not one of the things I normally use, but I wanted to try it out for this game, and they did a good job. No. I was playing on the PS4, so honestly, I don't know what it probably looks like on the PS5. I know you already know it looks way better because PS5 looks good. But for the PS4 version, I thought it looked nice. Now the suits was pretty good. My favorite suit for Miles might have been Miles 2099. That was my favorite suit because they made his eyes kind of like glow plus has some kind of smoke coming off him. I thought that was pretty cool. Nice little touch. I am glad they added Prowler to the game because that's one of the main people. I do kind of wish that his dad would have stayed alive because he could have had that dynamic between his uncle and his dad, which one is showing right from wrong, and having that dynamic would have been pretty cool. And also, Peter's not really in the game as much. He's probably in there for like what 5 minutes. Yeah, because he's in the intro, but then again, he checks in on Miles, but Miles has to be. He was like, "Hey man, don't come back. I know I'm irresponsible. I'm gonna get this done." Now, I mean, the ending made me cry. That ending was sad as a mug, man. because I didn't know where it was taking it. Because I knew Finn and Miles would eventually end up fighting. This is spoiler warning. If you have not played the game, please play the game because we gotta get more. We gotta get more side stuff like this because this definitely cannot be the last like side character. Spider might be Spider Gwen next, Spider Pig, or maybe the Noir Spider Man. You know how cool that'd be? Have a new, excuse me, have a Noir Spider Man with Nicolas Cage. Like, hey man, I've heard matches to feel something, anything. I'm like, bro, because I love Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is amazing. But I am looking forward to Spider-Man 2. Hopefully, they add something new to Peter's web slinging because I feel like he was missing a little bit of something. Because once you like play it for a while, you're like, okay, kind of like same old thing. But it was fluid. I'm not saying it was like glitchy or nothing. And I'm not saying this game is perfect. The game is not perfect. It's short, sweet, get right to the point. Just the thing with Finn, I just felt like we should have explored it a little bit more. Then more missions. Like I don't know. I'm not a game designer, so I kind of can't say. But other than that, man, the game was. If I had to rate it, give it an 8. I give it an 8 because I was giving it a Spider-Man PS4. At least an 8.5 or 9 because that game is amazing. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about my boy Miles. We're talking about my boy Miles. Miles he had the Tim's on. And bro, as soon as you load up the game, bro, the music started. I'll tell you one of my favorite parts of like the game is just like the music. Because most of the time before I even start playing like selecting stuff, I just listen to the title screen music because it goes on for a long bit. I'm like, man, this music fire. He got the tears on, and it's amazing how different they made it. Where Miles was on the train while Peter was up in the sky. So you kind of can see how Peter is different. Peter and Miles are different because you see how Miles is with the people. Not saying Peter's not with the people, but Spider-Man Peter has like a more responsibility. Like the whole city is his playground. But with Miles, he really cares about where he's staying, who his people is. Because at the end, you see all the people who are around him, and he has helped or was going to plan on helping, be around him and hide his identity from the reporters and stuff. Because the lady asked that one dude, she was like, "Did you see his face?" He's like, "Who is he? Who that guy? He's our Spider-Man." So basically, they basically just saying that they have a Spider-Man that looks over them whenever they need him. So let me know what you guys think, man. How did you feel about the game, man? I want to say thank you guys for like really supporting my Spider-Man video when I was doing reactions. That really means a lot to me. I really didn't expect that video to make as many views as it did. That was really a shock to me. So I want to thank you guys. Please like and subscribe, man. Let me know if you want me to do any more things like this. Catch you guys later. This being your boy, this is Retro. Keep it easy, keep it cool, and keep it retro. Alright, guys. Peace out.